I've been invisible for 3 years, and that invisibility kept me breathing. In the territories between the great packs, rogues like me don't survive by being brave, we survive by being forgotten. No pack mark on my skin, no alpha to answer to, no name worth remembering. I learned the rules young. Move through border towns like smoke. Sell herbs to humans who don't ask questions. Never stay longer than a moon cycle. Never let anyone see what my blood can do. My mother taught me that before they killed her, before they killed everyone. Moon-blessed, she called me. Cursed, I learned to say instead. I was 12 when hunters came for my blood and left my entire pack in ashes. 17 years I've been running since, across 4 territories, through winters that should have killed me, past wolves who would have caged me if they'd known what flows through my veins. I convinced myself I could live this half-life forever, nameless, packless, safe in my insignificance. I was wrong. The night everything shattered, I was trading yarrow root at a border camp when the hunting horns screamed wrong, too frantic, too desperate. I followed the sound against every instinct I had. In a moonlit clearing, surrounded by warriors in black armor, the most powerful alpha in 5 territories lay dying. Alpha King Cale Vanthor, veins black with shadow venom, 3 days to live and no cure in any healer's chest. No cure, except one. She is just a rogue, they laughed when I stepped forward. They weren't laughing by dawn. The border camp smells like pine smoke and desperation when the hunting horns split the night. Not celebration horns, not warning horns. These are panic horns. 3 short blasts followed by a wail that makes my wolf flatten her ears against her skull. Something is very, very wrong. Don't, my wolf snarls. Not our problem, not our pack. She's right. I should grab my herb satchel and vanish before whatever chaos is unfolding spills into camp. My feet are already moving toward the sound. The forest opens into a clearing lit by torches, and I freeze at the tree line, hidden in shadow. Warriors in black leather armor, Vanthor warriors, the most powerful pack in 5 territories, surround a fallen figure. Their king, Alpha King Cale Vanthor, lies seizing on the forest floor, his massive body convulsing against the cold earth. Even from here, I can see it. Black veins crawling up his throat, spreading across his jaw, pulsing at his temples with each weakening heartbeat. Shadow venom, my mother's voice echoes from memories I've tried to bury. Kills in 3 days. No cure. No cure except... No. A healer presses her hands to his chest, and I watch her face crumble. It's reached his heart. He has hours, not days. There must be something. A warrior drops to his knees beside the king. We can't lose him. Moon-blessed blood, an ancient wolf, gray-haired and trembling, speaks from the edge of the circle. The old texts speak of it. Silver blood, born under a lunar eclipse. It's the only thing that purges shadow venom. That's a myth, someone snaps. Then our king dies, the old wolf's voice breaks. Tonight. My palm burns. The scar there, the one I gave myself at 15, testing what I already knew, throbs like it's alive. I've watched my blood glow silver under moonlight. I've spent 17 years hiding exactly what I am. Run, my wolf screams. They'll cage you, drain you. You'll die in chains like the others. The king's body goes rigid. A rattling breath escapes his lips. Then silence. He's not breathing, the healer pounds his chest. I'm losing him. I step into the torchlight. Every eye snaps to me. Dirty, thin, dressed in threadbare clothes. A rogue. A nobody. I can save him. Silence crashes over the clearing like a wave. Then laughter. It starts with a massive wolf near the king's body, scarred face, cruel eyes, the unmistakable stance of a beta. His laugh is ugly, mocking, and it spreads through the warriors like wildfire. She's just a rogue. He stalks toward me, teeth bared, probably hoping to rob the body while we're distracted. I'm not! Rogues lie. Another warrior spits at my feet. Rogues steal. They don't save kings. Shadow venom needs moon-blessed blood. I force the words past the terror closing my throat. I have it. I can prove it. The beta, Farron, someone calls him, moves faster than I can track. His hand closes around my throat, slamming me backward into a tree so hard my vision sparks white. My feet leave the ground. Give me one reason, he snarls, face inches from mine, to gut you right here for trespassing. Behind him, the healer's voice rises in panic. His heart is failing! We're losing him! I can't breathe. Farron's grip is iron, crushing my windpipe. My wolf thrashes inside me, screaming to submit, to bare my throat, to beg. Instead, I reach for my knife. Farron sees the movement, tenses, but I don't aim at him. I drag the blade across my own palm. Blood wells up, dark at first. Then the moonlight catches it. Silver, liquid starlight pooling in my hand, glowing so bright it casts shadows on Theron's stunned face. His grip goes slack. I drop to the ground, gasping. Moon-blessed! The ancient healer falls to her knees, tears streaming down her weathered cheeks. She's real! They're real! The laughter is gone. Every warrior stares at my glowing palm like I've pulled a star from the sky. Do it, someone whispers. Before we lose him, do it now! Theron steps aside. I stumble past him on shaking legs, blood dripping silver onto the forest floor. The king lies still. Too still. His lips are blue. His chest doesn't move. I might already be too late. I kneel beside him, press my bleeding palm to his blackened chest, and feel the shadow venom rear up like a living thing. It doesn't want to let him go. Neither do I. The moment my blood touches his skin, the world explodes into agony. His body arches off the ground, a roar tearing from his throat that sounds more animal than man. The shadow venom fights. I feel it, this ancient, hungry darkness clawing against my blood like a living thing desperate to keep its prey. I grit my teeth and push harder. My blood burns through his veins, silver fire chasing black poison. I feel every cell it touches, every inch of his dying heart. The venom snarls and writhes, trying to drag him down into the dark. No, you don't get to have him. She's killing him, someone shouts. She's saving him, the old healer snaps. Don't interfere. Kale convulses beneath my palm, his back bows impossibly, muscles rigid, tendons straining against skin. Another roar rips from his chest, this one edged with something that sounds almost like a howl. My vision blurs. The edges of the world go soft and dark. Too much. I'm giving too much. Stop! The healer grabs my shoulder. You'll kill yourself. Your heart can't... Not yet. I barely recognize my own voice. It's almost. I can feel it. The venom coils around his heart like a serpent, squeezing, refusing to release. I pour everything I have left into one final push. Break. The darkness shatters. I feel it snap, a release of poisoned energy that rushes out of him like a dying scream. His veins clear, black fading to gray, fading to nothing. His breathing, rattling and weak a moment ago, steadies into something strong. Alive! He's alive! I pull my hand away. The world tilts sideways, and I'm falling into nothing. Cold stone against my cheek. I wake slowly, pain throbbing through every inch of my body. My wrists ache. I try to move them and hear the clink of chains. Chains? My eyes snap open. Stone walls, iron bars, guards at the door, and across the room, sitting in a carved wooden chair like a throne, Alpha King Cale Vanthor, very much alive, very much watching me. His eyes are dark as burning coal, fixed on my face with an intensity that steals my breath. "Who are you?" His voice is raw, wrecked. "And why does my wolf think you belong to me?" I don't belong to anyone. My wrists burn against the chains. My body aches from blood loss. And this king, this nightmare of a man I just saved, is looking at me like I'm something he wants to devour. "You didn't answer my question." He rises from the chair, and the room shrinks. "Who are you?" "A rogue. No one important. I saved your life. You're welcome. Now let me go." He crosses the space between us in 2 strides. Before I can react, his gloved hand catches my chin, tilting my face up to meet his gaze. The touch sends lightning through my veins. Hot, electric, wrong. No, not wrong. That's the terrifying part. It feels right. "Your blood is in my heart." His voice drops to a growl that vibrates through my bones. "My wolf has been clawing at my chest since I woke, demanding I find you, touch you, claim you." My breath catches. "It's the ritual. The blood transfer created a connection. It'll fade in a few days." "Will it?" His thumb traces my jaw, feather light, and I hate how my body leans into it instead of away. "Like what?" His eyes darken. "Like I'd burn this entire kingdom to ash if someone tried to take you from it." The words hit me like a physical blow. Fated mates. The one bond that can't be broken, can't be faked, can't be escaped. I jerk away from his touch. "I didn't ask for this." "Neither did I." Something flickers in his expression. Vulnerability, quickly buried. "But here we are." "Then let me go. I'll disappear. You'll forget I existed." "No. I'm not your prisoner." "You're not my prisoner." He steps back, jaw tight. "You're my problem." By now, every wolf in that clearing has spread the word. A moon-blessed rogue, silver blood. The Alpha King, saved from shadow venom. His eyes bore into mine. By morning, every enemy I have will know exactly how to hurt me. The realization crashes through me like ice water. I've made myself valuable. "You made yourself a target," Cale says quietly. "Now you're under my protection, whether you like it or not." The Vanthor court hates me on sight. I feel it the moment I enter the Great Hall, a wave of hostility so thick it nearly chokes me. Nobles in fine furs turn to stare. Warriors whisper behind their hands. Servants scatter from my path like I carry disease. Rogue, packless, trash. Farron leads the charge, of course. He stands before the gathered court, voice ringing off stone walls. "She could be a spy, a plant from the eastern packs." He points at me like I'm evidence of a crime. Shadow venom appears out of nowhere, and suddenly there's a moon-blessed wolf wandering our borders. Convenient timing. Murmurs of agreement ripple through the crowd. "She saved his life," someone argues weakly. "Or she orchestrated the whole thing." Theron's lip curls. "Rogues are cunning. They'll do anything to worm their way into power." I keep my chin up. Don't let them see you break. The whispers follow me for days. Witch, curse-bringer, rogue whore trying to seduce her way onto the throne. I've endured worse. I survived 17 years alone. I can survive this. Then comes the banquet. I'm reaching for a goblet when a she-wolf in crimson silk steps into my path. Beautiful, noble, eyes like poison. "Oh, I'm so sorry." Her voice drips false sweetness as she tilts her wineglass. Red liquid splashes across my chest, soaking through the borrowed dress, staining my skin. The court erupts in laughter. Something inside me snaps. I could have let him die. My voice isn't loud, but it cuts through the noise like a blade. The laughter dies. Every eye turns to me. I could have walked away that night. I step toward the she-wolf, and she stumbles backward. No one would have known. I didn't owe your king anything. I didn't owe any of you. Silence. Absolute. Complete. I meet her eyes, watch the arrogance flicker into something like fear. Call me a rogue again. My voice is soft, deadly. But remember, my blood kept your king breathing while you were crying in the corner, useless. The bond flares behind me, warm, fierce. I turn. Kale stands in the doorway, arms crossed, dark eyes blazing with something that makes my breath catch. Not anger, pride. And behind him, in the shadows of the corridor, I catch movement. A hooded figure, watching, waiting, then vanishing before I can scream a warning. Tell me. Kale's voice leaves no room for argument. We're alone in his study, fire crackling in the hearth, and his eyes haven't left my face since he closed the door. Tell you what? Everything. He moves closer, and I feel the bond pulse between us, demanding, insistent. Why you were alone, why you hid what you are, why you flinch every time someone mentions hunters. My throat tightens. It doesn't matter. It matters to me. The words crack something open inside my chest. I sink into a chair, suddenly exhausted. 17 years of secrets pressing down on my shoulders like stones. My pack was called Silveris. The name tastes like ash on my tongue. Small, hidden in the northern mountains. We kept to ourselves. My mother was the healer. My father led the hunts. Kale listens, silent, watchful. I was born under a lunar eclipse, moon-blessed. My mother knew from the moment she saw my blood glow. I stare into the fire. She told me to hide it, always hide it. But word got out anyway. What happened? Hunters came. My voice breaks. I force it steady. When I was 12, not ordinary hunters, blood merchants. They'd heard rumors of a moon-blessed child and wanted to harvest me. His jaw tightens. They slaughtered everyone. Parents, siblings, elders. Pups. They killed pups, Kale, because they might have known where I was hidden. The fire pops. Sparks drift upward like dying stars. My mother hid me in a root cellar, told me to stay silent no matter what I heard. Then she went outside and bled herself dry, created a false trail so they'd follow her instead of searching the house. Silence. I stayed hidden until they left. When I came out, I can't finish. The memory claws at my throat. Bodies in the snow, my mother's empty eyes, the smell of blood and smoke. I've been running ever since. 17 years. Every time I stay too long, someone recognizes the signs. Kale's hands curl into fists, knuckles white. The hunters who killed your pack, still looking for me. I meet his eyes. They never stopped. Something dangerous ignites in his gaze. Something ancient, predatory. Give me their names. Kale? Names, Serafina. I shouldn't. Getting him involved is dangerous, reckless, exactly what I've avoided for 17 years. I tell him anyway. 3 names. 3 monsters who haunt my nightmares. When I finish, Kale's expression is carved from stone, but his eyes burn like hellfire. They're dead, he says simply. You can't just watch me. He turns toward the door, and every line of his body screams violence. They stole 17 years from you. They slaughtered your family. They made you afraid to exist. His hand closes on the door handle. That ends tonight. The rain comes down like a punishment from the gods. I work faster, fingers numb and slick as I tighten the saddle straps on the stolen horse. The border is 2 miles east. If I ride hard, I can disappear into the next territory before dawn, before anyone realizes I'm gone, before he realizes. Running again? I freeze. Kale emerges from the trees like a shadow given form. Rain plasters his dark hair to his face, streams down the hard planes of his jaw. His eyes burn through the darkness. Go back, my voice shakes. Pretend you didn't see me. No. I'm putting you in danger. I yank the final strap tight, turning away from him. Every enemy you have is circling because of me. Your own court wants me dead. The hunters are coming. I can feel them getting closer. So you run. He stalks toward me, each step deliberate, predatory. Like you've always run. It's kept me alive for 17 years. It's kept you alone for 17 years. He grabs my arm, spinning me to face him. Rain runs between us like a curtain. There's a difference. I wrench free. You don't get to judge me. You don't know what I've lost. Then tell me. His voice cracks. Stop running and tell me. Why? So you can own me? Keep me in your fortress like a prized possession? I don't want to own you. He snarls the words, rain streaming down his face, and something raw tears through the bond between us. I want to stand beside you. There's a difference. Everyone I stand beside dies. Then we'll die together. The words hang between us, fierce, impossible, certain. I kiss him. Or he kisses me. It's impossible to tell where one of us ends and the other begins. Rain and heat and 17 years of loneliness crashing together in a collision of lips and teeth and desperate, aching need. His hands fist in my soaked hair. Mine claw at his shoulders, dragging him closer. The bond blazes between us, burning, screaming. When his teeth find my neck, I don't pull away. I shatter. Silver light explodes from where his fangs pierce my skin, so bright it turns the rain to diamonds, so powerful it shakes the trees. The bond seals. Permanent. Unbreakable. Forever. Now they'll know. I breathe against his throat. His arms tighten around me. Good. His voice is dark. Certain. Deadly. Let them come. In the distance, a wolf howls. Then another, and another. They already have. They come like cowards, in shadows, with poison. The diplomatic feast is in full swing when my wine tastes wrong. Too sweet, too heavy. By the time I realize what's happening, my legs have turned to water. Kale! Darkness swallows the thought whole. I wake in chains. Silver chains. They burn where they touch my skin, searing through flesh, silencing my wolf until she's barely a whisper in the back of my skull. The cell is cold, dark, damp stone walls weeping moisture like tears. And I'm not alone. Moon-blessed, a voice slithers from the shadows. Finally awake. A wolf steps into the dim torchlight, lean, scarred, eyes like a snake's, flat and hungry. Behind him, others emerge. 5, 6, more in the corridor. Eastern Coalition wolves. I recognize the sigil on their armor, a black serpent coiled around a bleeding moon. No, 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 no! Do you know what we could do with a steady supply of your blood? The leader crouches before me, tilting his head like he's examining livestock. We could make any alpha invincible, any army unstoppable. His smile widens. We could rule. My mate will kill you. The words scrape past cracked lips. All of you. Your mate doesn't know where you are. He produces a blade, silver, gleaming. By the time he figures it out, we'll have drained enough blood to make it worth the war. The first cut opens my arm. I scream. They don't stop. Cut after cut, vial after vial. My silver blood fills glass containers while I thrash against chains that only burn deeper. The leader watches with clinical detachment, marking each vial with neat labels. Remarkable, he murmurs. It really does glow. Through the agony, I feel something else. The bond. Kale's rage pours through it like molten lava, distant but devastating. He felt the first cut. He's feeling every single one. Where are you? His voice thunders through my mind. Serafina, where are you? I try to answer, try to send him something, anything, but the silver drowns everything. Another cut, another scream. Don't worry, the leader croons, collecting another vial. We won't kill you, you're far too valuable for that. He leans close, breath hot against my ear. But your mate, he chuckles, we've sent him a gift, a little trap. By dawn, the Alpha King will be dead, and you'll belong to us forever.
3 days of bleeding, 3 days of silver chains and screaming, and watching my blood fill vial after vial. 3 days of feeling Kale's rage thunder through the bond while I'm too weak to answer. But in the darkness, between cuts, I learned something. My blood doesn't only heal. I feel it in my veins, this ancient power, pushed past its limits, twisted by pain and fury into something else, something darker. My mother never told me. Maybe she didn't know, or maybe she was afraid. The door scrapes open. The leader enters with his blade, 2 guards flanking him. Time for another harvest, moon-blessed. He crouches before me, eyes gleaming with greed. Your mate's army is coming, but they won't arrive in time. We've already extracted enough to... cut me. He blinks. What? You want my blood? I hold out my chained hand, palm up. Take it. Suspicion flickers across his face, then arrogance wins. He slices my palm open with practice ease. Blood wells up. Not silver. Black. His eyes widen. What? I slam my bleeding palm against his chest. The scream that tears from his throat isn't human. My blood pours into him, not healing, not saving, destroying. His veins ignite from the inside, black fire spreading beneath his skin like cracks in shattered glass. He convulses, smoke pours from his eyes. His mouth opens in a silent howl as his body crumbles to ash from within. The guards lunge for me. I'm faster. Palm to chest, palm to throat. 2 more bodies hit the floor, burning from the inside out. The chains melt off my wrists like ice in sunlight. I stand on shaking legs, surrounded by corpses, covered in blood that isn't mine. My wolf howls inside me, finally awake, finally free. The compound doors explode inward. Kale crashes through like divine judgment made flesh, sword drawn, eyes wild. Warriors pour in behind him, but he sees only me. We stare at each other across the carnage. I came, I whisper. He crosses the room in 3 strides and pulls me into his arms. I collapse against him, finally letting myself shake. I'll always come. His voice breaks against my hair. There's nowhere in any world you could go where I wouldn't follow. Behind us, Theron's voice cuts through the chaos. My king, we found something in the lower chambers. Kale tenses. What? Bodies. Dozens of them. All moon-blessed. My blood runs cold. She wasn't the first. She was just the one who survived.
3 months later, the world looks different. The Eastern Coalition lies in ruins, their leaders executed, their territories absorbed, their blood harvesting operations burned to ash. The mass graves we found beneath their compound haunt my dreams, but they also fuel my purpose. Never again. Rogues arrive at our borders daily now. Word has spread across the continent like wildfire. The Alpha King's mate was Packless once. She was hunted, forgotten. Now she sits beside him, and the laws have changed. No more killing rogues on sight. No more treating the Packless like animals. My first act as Luna. My mother would be proud. The coronation falls on a lunar eclipse, the same celestial event that blessed my birth 29 years ago. Fate, perhaps? Or poetry? I've stopped questioning which. The great hall overflows with wolves, warriors in polished armor, nobles in fine furs, servants pressed against walls, watching with wide eyes, and at the front, kneeling in rows that stretch back farther than I can see, the pack that once rejected me. Kyle stands before the altar, devastatingly handsome in black and silver. His eyes find mine the moment I enter, and the bond blazes between us like a second heartbeat. "Ready?" His voice whispers through the connection. "No." "Yes." Both. His mouth curves. "That's my queen." The ceremony unfolds like a dream, ancient words spoken by trembling priests, vows that taste like forever on my tongue. Then, the cup. Kyle slices his palm, I slice mine. Our blood mingles in the ceremonial vessel, his dark crimson, mine glowing silver, swirling together like destiny made visible. I drink first, he follows. The bond explodes. Every wolf in the hall feels it, this connection, permanent and unbreakable, sealing us together for eternity. The pack howls its acceptance, hundreds of voices rising to the eclipsed moon. Kyle lifts the crown, silver and moonstone, delicate but unbreakable, and places it on my head. "Not bad," I murmur, blinking back tears, "for just a rogue." His smile is rare, real, beautiful. "You were never just anything." I turn to face the crowd. Wolves who mocked me, now kneeling. Wolves who wanted me dead, now sworn to my protection. Theron catches my eye and bows his head. Respect, hard-won and genuine. I spent 17 years running, I think. I finally found something worth standing still for. Kyle takes my hand. The moon rises full and silver above us, and the rogue, who was never supposed to matter, becomes the queen who changes everything. But in the shadows, at the back of the hall, a hooded figure watches. The same one from the banquet, the same one I've glimpsed in corridors and courtyards for months. They pull back their hood for just a moment. My heart stops. My mother's face stares back at me. Then she vanishes, and the crowd surges forward to celebrate their new Luna, oblivious to the ghost I just saw, or the truth that just shattered everything I believed.